Okay, so today is kind of a review of the last 2 days of systems of word problems. So we're going to see a mixture of the 3 or 4 types of equations that we've talked about, okay? So if I start, Joey has a handful of dimes and quarters. There are 22 coins in all. The value of the coins is $3.55. How many dimes does he have, and then how many quarters? So this is one of those where we have a cost total and we have an item total, okay? So we're first going to label our X and Y. X is going to represent dimes, and Y is going to represent our quarters. So cost total, since we're talking about dimes, it's 0.10X plus my cost of quarters, which is 0.25Y, equals the cost total, which is $3.55. Then we have our item total, which is X plus Y equals 22, because there were 22 coins in all, dimes and quarters. So then we solve for both, so minus 0.10X. So 0.25Y equals negative 0.10X plus 355. Going to divide everything by 0.25. I'm going to leave it like that because that's pretty compared to what it could be. Then I'm going to subtract X over here. Y equals negative X plus 22. Then I'm going to type both in. So I have negative 0.10 over 0.25 X plus 355 over 0.25, and then negative X plus 22. So I got to give that time to load. Once it's done loading, then I can do second trace 5, enter, enter, enter. So how many dimes? That's X, so it's 13 dimes. And my Y, which is my quarters, is 9 quarters. So there's my answer. Number 2 is taking a problem and reading it, translating it pretty much. So the number of calories in a mint is 3 times the number of calories in a stick gum. There are 70 calories in 5 sticks of gum and 3 mints. How many calories are there in each stick of gum? Okay, so the number of calories in a mint is 3 times the number. So this first sentence, it says the number of calories in a mint is, so we're going to say mint is Y, because Y equals 3 times the number of calories in a stick of gum, so 3X, so X is going to represent gum. Okay, that's a weird one to word it, but that's how they did it. There are 70 calories in, so 70 equals 5 sticks of gum, so 5X, plus 3 mints, which is 3Y. That's why it's so important that we label what's what because of a word problem like this. So this one's already in Y equals. This one we're going to solve for Y equals, so we're going to do minus 5X, negative 5X plus 70 equals 3Y. Divide everything by 3. So Y equals negative 5 over 3X. 70 over 3 does not simplify, so we're going to leave it 70 over 3. All right, so then I graph both 3X and negative 5 over, 3X plus 70 over 3. Okay, give it time to load. Second one may take a little longer. Once it's done, second trace 5, enter, enter, enter. And then we have 5 and 15. So X represents gum. So there's 5 gum and 15 mints. Okay. The second type, or the third type, I must say, is just they literally give you the 2 standard equations. So it says a group of friends go out for lunch. If 2 order hot dogs and 4 order hamburgers, the bill will be $23.50. If 5 have hot dogs and only 1 has a hamburger, the bill will be $18.25. What is the cost of hot dog and hamburgers? So X is going to represent hot dog, and Y is going to represent hamburger. Okay, so this one they literally give you the 2 equations. The first one is if 2 order hot dogs plus the 4 that order hamburgers equals $23.50, Then if 5 have hot dogs and 1 have hamburgers, it would be 1825. Okay, so they give you both equations flat out. So then I solve for y for both. So 4y equals negative 2x plus 2350. Divide by 4. I'm going to leave it like that. Then I'm going to subtract 5x. So y equals negative 5x plus 1825. Graph both. So I have negative 2 over 4x plus 2350 over 4. And then negative 5x plus 1825. Let it load. Then second trace 5, enter, enter, enter. We have a dollar amount because we were looking for the cost of each. So the cost of hot dogs is $2.75. And the cost of hamburgers were $4.50. Okay, so then we have our fourth type when we're talking about a larger and a smaller number. So if we're going to let x represent, we're going to let x represent the smaller number and y represent the larger number on this problem. So be careful here, make sure we know what's what. The larger of two numbers, so larger is going to be y, is 9 more than twice the smaller. So 2x plus 9, 9 more than twice the smaller. I could have also written that as 9 plus 2x, same thing. The sum of the numbers, so x plus y, is 3 less than 5 times the smaller. So 3 less than is minus 3. 5 times the smaller is 5x. So this one's a strange one. But the sum of the numbers is 5x minus 3. This one's already in slope-intercept form, so this one I just have to subtract x. So y equals 4x minus 3. We are going to type both in. So I have 2x plus 9 is 4x minus 3. I'm going to let it load. There's the first one. Here comes the second. Then second trace 5, enter, enter, enter. We have 6 and 21. So x is the smaller and y is the larger, 21.